What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Redbird's Garage here. I thought I'd make a quick film real quick to show you guys what you're about to get into. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over a few things, so keep in mind. One, we're going to be going over my mini bike, basic parts, basic retailers of where I got the parts from, and just a rough sum of how this all came together, what building blocks I had to go find to put this all together. Second thing we're going to go on, like runs, how it performs, how you can get somewhere around there. With, like I said, I'll be going over upgrades, so by you seeing the upgrades, I can explain to you what it's going to do for your mini bike and how that's going to affect you in the end and for a better ride, more enjoyable ride. You understand? Thirdly, I'm going to edit some ride time footage into this video for you guys, so you guys get to see the mini bike in action. You get to see how it sounds. You won't be able to see the speed. You know how the camera is, it always seems slower on the camera, but you guys will see the bike on ride in action, all the bells and whistles. So please stay tuned, and the video is about to begin. What is going on, guys, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for tuning in to Redbird's Garage. Very thrilled for you guys to be here. I have some exciting content to go over today. As you can see, I have my mini bike here with me. Specifically, this is a 10-inch mini bike. It's powered by a Predator 212 engine from our local Harbor Freight. So we're gonna go through a little recap of how this all started, all right? Okay, guys, and we are back. Redbird's Garage here. Here's my mini bike. We're gonna get the video rolling. We're gonna do a quick run through of what I got on the bike, where the retailers come from, where did the parts come from, and the sum of it all after, what all these additional parts do for the mini bike and its performance. Alright, guys, so first we're gonna start off with the tires. These are 10-inch wheels. I spent 60 bucks on the rims alone. These are from OMB Warehouse. I highly recommend them. They might be a little overpricey for you guys, but they make some great rims. There's plenty of different designs, prices. There's a lot of ranges of what you can get. So I picked this 10-inch rim and this one came with a 62 sprocket, as you can see right there. I picked that wheel up for $54, almost 60 bucks after shipping. And then you just order the tube and tire elsewhere, which is pretty self-explanatory. Front tire I got from Tractor Supply. I was getting real cheap. I was getting real lazy with it. Just ran up the Tractor Supply. That tire was 13 bucks. And yes, it is not the best, but it's only been temporarily. Like, I wasn't planning on keeping this permanent. So if you guys are looking for a temporary fix, Tractor Supply does sell tires. Alright, continuing on. We got us a Predator 212 here. I'm sure you've all heard about these. You can pick these up for literally 100 bucks from Harbor Freight. I'm sure you guys have a Harbor Freight around your area. This is where you get them. They make 212 cc's, 402 cc's. I think they make a 306, something in the 300 cc's, and then they have a small block 79 cc, but that's no fun. So I picked me up a Predator 212, and this was only 100 bucks, like I said, from Harbor Freight. So if you guys are planning... Alright, guys, Redbird's Garage. We're here to talk about the performance parts now, so let's get on with it. So the Predator 212 is going to come stock with a very restrictive muffler and whatnot. It's gonna be quiet when you first get it. First thing I did, this is what I picked up. I went to eBay, grabbed me a straight pipe. 22 bucks off of eBay. I know many of you guys out there are saying that eBay, they sell junk and not quality parts, but if you look around and you know what you're looking for, you will find genuine parts. So that's what I did. I went on eBay, picked up that straight pipe for $22 and some change. This isn't really a performance part, but you're gonna need something like this, and I did not go over it in the first part. So this is the centrifugal clutch right here. You're gonna need that to get your bike going. What that does at a certain RPM, it grabs this outside black sprocket, which moves the chain. And at neutral, or when you're just sitting there with the engine at idle, the middle piece will be spinning. So that's basically like your neutral, and then as soon as you start revving it up a little higher, this black piece, there's springs in there that expand and grab this black piece, which turns the chain and turns your back wheel. So that's called a centrifugal clutch. So you're either gonna have to pick up one of those, or there's something called a torque converter, which you might want to look into. I'm not too sure what the difference is and what the pros and cons are, but I'd look into a torque converter if you guys were that curious. This bike is only stage 1. Keep in mind, it's not fully decked out, crazy upgrades and internals. It's just some simple bolt-ons. So I'm gonna talk you through that. So here we got a high flow air intake. What that does is it deletes the original stock air box, which is a bunch of plastic, highly restrictive. I'll put some pictures in here for you guys, just so you guys can get a look of it. So what that does is deletes that air box. You keep the original carburetor, it just deleted the air box. So you got yourself a high flow air intake. This one actually has a dust cover on it, but I'll show you, I'll insert a clip of what it looks like without the dust cover. Personally, I like the dust cover, therefore I keep it on. So a high flow air intake, and then what you're gonna do when you get that high flow air intake, like, most likely it's gonna come with the rejet. What a rejet is on the bottom of the carburetor right here. There's a nut. I think it's 10 millimeter. You're gonna take that nut out. There's gonna be a rejet, or it's gonna be called a jet, in an emulsion tube. So what you're gonna do is take that emulsion tube and the jet out, and you're gonna put your new jet in there, which is it's a bigger jet, so it's gonna allow a little more fuel into the air and fuel ratio mix. And we'll tie back into that later of how that affects performance. So there you go, high flow air intake, rejet. And what that does is, basically your engine it's an internal combustion engine. It takes air, fuel, and a spark, and that's what makes the power. But what you're doing here with these upgrades is, this is letting more air in than stock. The rejet is letting more fuel in than stock, and the exhaust is letting more exhaust out than stock. So what you're doing is you're increasing the air to fuel ratio going into this motor, which is automatically creates more power for you guys. So here she is. This is my Predator 212. Just wanted to do a quick sum up for you guys. I'd stay tuned, and here comes the freaking ride footage. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying tuned. Redbird's Garage here. Now we've reached a portion of the video for our ride footage. So less talk and more footage. So here you guys go. I'll let you guys hear how it sounds. and gentlemen, what is going on? Redbird's Garage here. I thought I'd make a little outro for you guys to discuss about the video and just go over everything and just sum everything up for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, please subscribe and like. I really appreciate it so I can be motivated to make a little more content for you guys. But as of for the video, I hope you guys liked it. So basically what I tried to do here was I showed you guys my mini bike, which I built by hand. It's been an ongoing project. It's not completely done yet, but I thought I'd show you guys where I'm at. So I hope you enjoyed that. I just did a rough sum up of parts and what I had done to the bike. That's just about it. Secondly, the ride footage. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm not the best cameraman. I hope you guys got the images that you were looking for. Thirdly, I would like to tell you this is in fact my first YouTube video. So please show me some, wiggle room if I'm not the best, if the video's not the best, if it wasn't edited the best. Like I said, I just started, and I tried to make it as best as possible for you guys. I worked really hard on this, so I hope you guys can smash that like button and please subscribe so I can furthermore make more content for you guys and put it out and we can create something together. So I really appreciate you guys watching the channel. Redbird's Garage out.